Hello everyone, welcome back from the waiting room. I hope there's some nice tea and coffee and biscuits in there. Apologies for keeping you waiting. So we have Ellen White for you all now, and we will do exactly the same as we have been for the previous interviews. So we'll go with broadcasters first, and then we'll move into an embargoed section for tomorrow for written press. So could we start with Jo Curry for BBC? Jo.
Hi Ellen, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you, Jo?
Checking I'm not on mute. I've done that a lot of times before. Look, it's really great to see you. What's it like not just being in an England squad, but in an England squad with actually a game to look forward to as well?
Yeah, I've said this a couple of times today in other interviews actually, that it's quite nice not to be playing an in-house game. As everyone knows, we haven't probably played a fixture in what's coming up to a year. So there's a lot of excitement, a big test in Northern Ireland, and also a chance to get the group together again. It's a very talented squad. So a really exciting week, and leading up to an international fixture, which is obviously we understand why with living in a pandemic, but it's really exciting to look forward to.
I think excitement is the word that the players have all been using today, but the fact that you haven't played a proper international game, are there any nerves involved at all this time around?
Of course, I'm always nervous. Obviously it's always nervous to be selected for a camp, and then obviously for fixtures as well. It's obviously a lot of nerves, a new manager as well. So but I feel excited, I feel ready. I'm looking forward to seeing everyone to training hard and preparing for a big game against Northern Ireland, and a massive test for us as well.
How much interaction have you had with the new boss so far?
I haven't actually spoken to her personally. We've had like a welcome meeting and stuff as where she's kind of introduced herself. So yeah, I'm looking forward to chatting with her. Her credentials are pretty insane, so I'm excited to kind of pick her brain about all the things that she's won as well. So I'm excited to be working with her, and it's going to be exciting next 6 months really.
It's obviously a slightly odd setup in that we know that Serena's going to come in after the Olympics. You've got Hege, interim England manager for now, will be involved in Team GB, but not entirely sure of the role as yet. What's it like coming into a camp and not entirely sort of knowing how the next few months are going to play out? Who's going to be in charge of what?
Yeah, I think the whole kind of year's been a bit strange, hasn't it? A bit weird for everyone, not quite knowing whether you're coming or going. So that's very similar for us. We understand that, Phil's obviously moved to Miami, and obviously Hege's now our interim, and then Serena comes in after that. So, for me personally, I've just been focusing on Man City, training hard, playing as hard as I can in matches, trying to do what I can to hopefully then be selected for international fixtures, and then not really try and get too bogged down on what's happening really, and just try and focus on what I can and the controllables at the moment really.
In that welcome meeting with Hege, did she give you an idea of how she wants the team to play, what kind of style she wants to see?
That's actually a meeting for later tonight, so I can't really delve into that too much. I don't really know, but I'm excited for that meeting actually, to really understand the technical and tactical aspect of what she's looking for in this England team now, moving forward over the next 6 months. And for me, I'm really relishing in what she wants to bring, something different, something exciting. I'm looking forward to that meeting and this week to find out a little bit more as well.
Northern Ireland then, they've obviously got a big playoff match coming up in the next few months. This game's going to be as vitally important to them as it is for you guys. What are you hoping to get from it?
I think first and foremost, it's a competitive match. So obviously we're going to be excited and fighting for places to hopefully be selected to be part of that match. And, to see where we're at, and obviously try and implement some of the philosophies or the ways that Hege wants us to play as an England team and as the Lionesses. So I think, yes, it's working hard, training hard, trying to implement what she wants to put in and really work hard. It's going to be a tough game against Northern Ireland, but one that we're really excited about. It's an international fixture. Playing for England, I've said before, is a dream. So to be part of that, to play another game for England would be amazing.
Thanks, Ellen. Enjoy the match.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jo. Could we go next to Anton for Sky Sports News? Thank you.
Hi, Ellen. Nice to see you.
Hey, yeah, you too.
Let's start with a little bit of an awkward question. England's form hasn't been great, has it? 7 defeats in 11. What are you going to work on? What's going to change over the next couple of weeks?
Yeah, I think it's something fresh, something different. It's a New England kind of squad. It's a different manager, interim manager. It's a very condensed, tight squad, a very competitive squad. So I think, firstly, we need to focus on working hard, training hard, and really understanding the philosophy, the technical, tactical aspects that Hege wants to bring to this squad. Fun, enjoyment, and a lot of passion to play for England as well. So yeah, I'm really excited to find out what's going to happen over the next week, and obviously to build into that game against Northern Ireland. But yeah, probably not to get too focused or bogged down on what's happened kind of before. Obviously, we need to learn and adapt at the same time. But at the moment, I think we need to look forward. You know, we've got an Olympics coming up for Team GB to be selected for, and a big game in Northern Ireland as well.
We are in a pandemic as well. Obviously, the game itself is going to take place at St George's, but it's going to be really different. Obviously, it's where you guys train. It's not where you go to play professional games. There'll be no fans. It's midweek. It's an afternoon kickoff midweek. So many changes. How odd is it going to feel, even though it is a competitive game?
Yeah, it's going to feel a little bit strange, but I feel like we're very privileged at the moment to be able to do what we do in terms of training and playing matches with our clubs. Especially me for WSL playing for Man City, where we're really strict in the protocols that we're doing at training. We don't play with any kind of people in stadiums. We've been playing at a later or early games. So I feel like we've kind of lived it a little bit. Obviously, in international fixtures, a little different. It's more heightened, more nerves, a little bit different. But I feel like everyone coming into camps kind of had the experience of playing in big games and experiencing no crowd. So I'm hoping we're in a good position and a good place at the moment. And, you know, St George's is a lovely place to play football. The ground's beautiful. So, you know, it's a great place for us, and hopefully one that we'll thrive in and put on a big performance as well.
You come into this game in good form. Manchester City come into this in good form. And you and Lauren and Chloe have created one heck of a front three that I presume you're hoping to bring forward internationally as well.
Hopefully. You know, I've said before, it's a real kind of privilege for me to be playing alongside some hugely talented players in this Man City squad, and to be in front and next to the likes of Chloe and Lauren is a dream, really. You know, we've been working hard on that relationship in training, the crosses, goal scoring, really understanding the way that our games are and our relationship on the pitch. So yeah, to bring that to fruition and to bring that into the international stage would be incredible. So yeah, I think we'll just be trying to work hard, train hard, and hopefully get the chance to be part of the squad and play against Northern Ireland.
There are a lot of young, exciting players after your position. Obviously, Lauren James isn't now, she's out with an injury. Ebony Salmon's been called up, and we know, like I said, the likes of Lauren and Chloe and everybody else. It is competitive and it is young, the front line now, isn't it?
Yeah, I must be ancient then. Yeah, for me, it excites me. You know, we've got some very, very talented youth coming through into the international kind of game, and selfishly a lot of them are English, which is really exciting. So for me, it pushes me, it develops me, and I want to push them, I want to develop them. They're our future. So for me, yeah, I just want to work hard. You know, I'm 31, but I still want to develop. I still want to get better, and these players are pushing me just as much as I want to push them and help them and develop them, because ultimately they're going to take the reins at some point. So yeah, I think it's just hugely exciting for our England team at the moment.
Ellen, you're not old. You talk to a guy with no hair. That's when you start to, believe me. I feel old talking to you about football ages. Don't worry about it. Look, obviously, we've talked about it a lot previously, but I think it's really important, especially we mentioned Lauren, what she's been through recently. Online hatred is a huge part of what footballers are dealing with seemingly day in, day out at the moment. How much is it affecting you guys at club and international level?
I think it's something that we need to stamp out, really. It's horrendous, the types of comments and what people are saying and trolling, and the abusive messages that are being sent to Lauren and a number of different players in both men's and women's football. So that needs to completely change and be completely taken out of the game. You know, Lauren, she's such a lovely girl, and she's so young as well, so she shouldn't have to be going through an experience in this type of kind of comment. So yeah, I think that definitely needs to be kind of stopped, and you know, send in kind of all my love to everyone that, you know, has experienced that, and hopefully, you know, they can reach out and speak to people to help them with those messages.
Thanks, Anton. Are you done? I think Anton's frozen, but everyone else seems to be unfrozen. So apologies, Anton, if you hadn't finished. Could I go now to Florence, please, for Talk Sport? Thank you.
Hi, Ellen. I was just wondering if you'd chatted to Rhian Wilkinson at all since she joined, if she's over in the camp at the moment, and also the fact that she played in that quarter-final in Canada that England, in that team that England faced against. So have you guys discussed that at all? And also what's it like, you know, being coached by someone who I guess is, you know, is part of that same generation, and is a bit strange at all for you or her, I guess?
I haven't actually spoken to her yet. I'm looking forward to speaking to her, and you know, she's highly experienced. I actually didn't know she was part of that game, so I'm interested to bring that one up. I don't know how I'd approach that, but yeah, no, I think who the FA have brought in terms of Hege and Rhian, I think it's really exciting, and they're hugely experienced in the women's game. And hopefully they can bring that into the international stage and into our England team. So yeah, I'm excited to work with both of them and hear their ideas and how they want to develop this England squad.
Thanks, Ellen.